Welcome once again into Black and Gold Insider. This is the show where we get to know the black and gold players a little bit better. I am Max Bretos, and today, a player, when LAFC in a time of need, when some players were injured and center backs were at a premium, stepped in a big way. I'm talking about Kenny Nielsen. Is Kenny the right name? Is it Ken? Kenneth? I see Kenneth on your club name.
It does say Kenneth. We're going to have to work on that. I do go by Kenny, so that works great.
Excellent. We're going to get to this incredible opportunity and how you delivered in buckets, my friend. That was fantastic. 2 big appearances for the LAFC senior team. But as we know on Black and Gold Insider, we get to know the players a little bit better. Tell us a little bit about where you're from.
Yeah, so grew up in Irvine, California, born in Newport Beach, spent most of my youth career there, had a little bit of time with FC Blades, Strikers, and then I played at Pats during my youth career where I got some time with Frankie and Maya, which is kind of a full circle moment between us two being at the same club again, which is incredible. And then high school, went to University High School, and then made it out to Georgetown for college soccer. Got drafted, and here I am. So
got drafted in LAFC, and you were like in the 50s as a draft pick, which essentially you probably know you got to put a lot of work in, which you did, and lo and behold, here you are.
That's right. I think 57th. So
yeah, not a lot of 57th picks end up playing starting center back, especially for a club like LAFC.
That's right.
What was it like with Frankie when you reconnected here with the Black and Gold?
Oh yeah. So first, just seeing the posts online, I was ecstatic. And then getting the first couple of training days in with him, it felt like my best friend was on the field with me. And I've always looked up to him as almost like an idol, especially at my time with him at Pats. He kind of brought me under his wing and showed me the ropes. So it's great having a player like him around.
When you throw out the names of these Orange County clubs, I mean, they're household names in Southern California, and we know those are hard teams to crack. Obviously, Frankie from Santa Ana, you from Irvine. What is the soccer scene? How competitive is it down in Orange County?
Oh yeah, I think it's super competitive, and it's really only growing. Every year, I'm seeing guys from Strikers, guys from Pats who are getting signed to other academy teams, whether it's in the MLS or overseas, and I love to see it.
Tremendous. I always dreamt of like a region of origin tournament. The LA kids play the Orange County kids, play the San Diego kids, play the Inland Empire kids. This is my baby, Kenny. I'm going to work on it. I'll get you in on it on the ground floor. We can
please
see it through. It's going to be a game changer.
I'm all for it.
Georgetown, man, that's basically Ivy League school. I mean, you must have hit the books pretty well. Obviously, you went there for soccer, but in order to maintain your athletic prowess, I imagine you've got to be pretty book worthy.
Yeah, I did my job the best I could in school and throughout high school. Was just trying to do the best that I could, and fortunately, they said I did enough to get into Georgetown, and the soccer took over from there. So.
This is a little bit off topic here. Have you ever seen the original Exorcist movie?
I have, in the stairs that we have. Yes.
You're an old soul. Was it scary, or is it too old to scare a young kid like you?
From the jump, it was a little scary, but I've been into horror movies. So I'm kind of used to that sort of thing.
Have you ever done a workout around those stairs?
I've been up and down the stairs many times.
Do you ever think about the movie when you're there and like it kind of affects your workout?
Not as much, to be honest.
I love that movie. So I'm glad you mentioned it. I'm even happier that you are familiar with it. So very cool. LAFC 2. I'm going to start there. Talk about how that has helped you progress as a player. You're an LAFC 2 player and then eventually moving to LAFC here in March. But LAFC 2, how did that guide you?
Yeah, I think it's given me a lot of time to progress and just develop and get comfortable in this setting. I mean, the pro setting's still fairly fresh for me. So just getting my feet wet and getting a lot of repetition in games and also being a leader for a lot of the younger guys. It's helped me kind of really take what they've given me off the field and apply it, and also get deeper and mentor some of the younger guys. And that's really helped me, as well as we're playing the same system that the first team plays with the second team. So that transition should and was almost seamless, which I was really happy about.
That's quite a transition, because you're coming out of college, 23 years old, and now you're with LAFC, where you're the wet behind the ears guy. But at LAFC too, they're pretty explicit about this. This is a young team, and you're talking about 16, 17, 18-year-olds. What are the challenges for an older player, for you, having to oversee that and then pivot to a senior team?
Yes. Very young team, which makes it, I mean, there's a lot of fun. Games are up and down. Things are changing often. But it's been, I mean, like I said before, it's been really helpful just being able to lead. And then the few older guys that we do have, we're kind of setting the standard and kind of expecting more out of these younger guys. And then they're at a spot where they can kind of meet that level and then progress themselves. And then coming into the senior level, I'm kind of just in their shoes. I'm almost like a freshman again, and I'm just trying to be a sponge and really soak up whatever information I can and try to best apply it on the field.
Who are your guys on LAFC too? Who's your crew?
Yeah, I mean, all of them. I love all of them. Tommy, definitely Tommy Mahalik, fellow college player. Cabral, Josh Santiago, Jude Terry. I mean, the list goes on. I love all those guys so much.
Jude's not a college kid, so that's one of the young, you gotta help shape.
That's true. Yeah.
How close is Jude? Is he ready? You feel like he's gonna?
Quality wise, and talent wise, he's got it. I think he's ready. I think maybe tactically there's still a little maturity there. But I'm so excited for him. He has a bright future.
Who are the mentors on LAFC that you leaned into specifically? Obviously, I know the team and the coaches are comprehensive with that, but are there some certain players that you look to?
Yeah, Cabral, definitely another leader on the field and off the field that I look to. Are we talking first team?
First team.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Ryan Hollingshed's been great for me. Kosi's been awesome. They've just been so encouraging and so supportive, and have really helped with my confidence. Let's see. Yeah, Jeremy's been a great one, coming from college, and he's kind of given me his experience and how it's related to mine, which has been really helpful, and kind of giving me tips as a forward, what good center backs do when he plays against them. So that's been really helpful. But yeah, all the guys just are so supportive and have kind of given me their trust, which is everything I could ask for.
Jeremy, Duke guy. Duke,
yeah.
You know, the Cerebral Bowl. Kenny, let's talk about this moment. Obviously, it really emanated when Eddie Segura was suspended, and obviously the injury to Aaron Long. So what was a strength? They had like 6 center backs. They had to look somewhere. They looked your direction. You've been making the bench for LAFC, which obviously I imagine meant that you thought there's some playing time. But then this happened. What was that conversation like with the coaching staff when they told you, Kenny, we need you. You're starting in this game?
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of conversation. It was kind of just back to the training ground, and you find yourself in that training starting lineup. And it's kind of like, whoa, okay, like this is it. Like this is an opportunity I'm going to get. And here I am in the starting lineup. Let's make the most of this and let's have fun doing it.
What was that like? Because, you know, your family are here in California, in Orange County. Who got to see that? What was that conversation from you to your family that you said, hey, I'm making the first team. I'm starting center back here tonight?
Yeah. Just a dream, full circle moment, especially being at home. Just went home. We knew we knew after Eddie had got that red card, so I was kind of like, guys, I might be like, this might be the time where I get the debut. I might start this game. And then the following days, that was true, and they were so happy, and I was also so happy. A little nervous, of course, but a lot of excitement, and there was just so much buildup. And as soon as I got onto the field, it was just pure focus and pure flow, which felt amazing.
We talk so much to the players on this show about the support from the family. And I know across the board, the players, when they talk, probably wouldn't be here without that. What does that mean to you? Obviously, it's a great moment to tell them you're going to start. But when you think about the support from your family and friends coming up there from Irvine to be able to pursue this dream.
Oh, yeah. Family and friends mean everything to me. And being able to share these moments is just so special. It's something that'll last with me forever. And they've been so supportive over the years. My dad especially has probably been to almost every game leading up to this moment, aside from the ones he had to miss at Georgetown, but he's my number one supporter, and he's always just reminded me to enjoy these moments and enjoy the game and take it all in, because it doesn't last forever. So that's what I'm doing.
How did you get into soccer? Was that a family business as well?
Yeah, my dad definitely had something to do with that. He played in high school. He didn't play after high school, but was always rolling a ball to me as soon as I could stand. And I had played a little bit of baseball, a little bit of basketball, kind of everything experienced. And then soccer was just the one that stuck.
That was the one. Do you have favorite players that you emulate, or what was that? I mean, obviously where you said you started playing, but other things that you saw, whether it was a game or a team or a certain star player out there that maybe put that hook in a little further to play soccer.
Yeah. So he was a Manchester United supporter. And we still are. There's been some tough times with that, but we're still diehard Man United fans. And growing up, Wayne Rooney was actually my guy. So he was kind of the guy that I would look to kind of influence me in soccer. And then once I got moved back to a center back, I had played a little bit of midfield, a little bit of forward in my youth days, and then became a center back. And I looked towards players like Sergio Ramos and Marquinhos, kind of undersized, more technical center backs that I try to emulate my game after.
Excellent choices.
Yeah.
Do you and Dad would get together and watch the Manchester United games like 5 a.m., watch the Premier League on a Saturday morning?
Yeah, we would. It would be Manchester United, and then typically I'd have a Pats game in the afternoon. So that was our gig.
Hopefully a nice nap after that.
Yeah, there was a nap involved.
You talk about the positions you played, center back, and I think it surprised a lot of us that the following game, there you are at right back. How comfortable do you feel there? From my perspective, you look like that's a position that you could pursue. So
yeah,
that's something that's the door is open for.
Yeah, definitely something I wanna experience more. I've had some reps with the second team as well at left back and right back. So really anywhere along the back line, I'm happy to slot in and try to get the job done. It's been really helpful in training here, just having a lead up, whether it's 2 or 3 days to the game, and really nailing down that position and speaking to guys who have played it and getting in that flow and that confidence before game day has been really helpful.
How's that left foot?
The left foot is not where it should be, I'll be honest, but I can use it if I need to.
Nice. Well, because that's where the Ryan Hollingshead mentorship can come in pretty handy, no?
That's right.
Important to keep those options open. That is tremendous. I've got to, because obviously coming from Southern California, when did you first hear about LAFC? And because this is a new club, 2018, they played their first game. But when did you notice it? And that's something or a place that you would have been desirable landing spot for you?
Yeah, so I had noticed kind of just when they were starting things out and when they had that first season in 2018, and they competed so well, I was like, wow, like another great team in LA. This could be this could be a dream. And I mean, leading up to the draft, I didn't really have conversations with LA, Galaxy or LAFC. It was a lot of East Coast teams, and then sure enough, I got picked here, and it was incredible. Like, all the dots connected, the stars aligned. It was so special.
Serendipity indeed. And I'm sure they must have known the SoCal ties, because you get that feeling that's very important when looking for a player here for the Black and Gold.
That's right.
So a little pump of the fist when you found out you were going to LAFC on draft day?
Yeah, definitely.
Kenny, what a great story, man. We're so thrilled that you could join us here and share that with you. We're happy for you and your family, and the best of luck. I know you're probably going to be on that roster for the first team moving forward, and we'll see where this season goes, whether it's center back, right back, and hopefully some more opportunities for you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
Kenny, not Kenneth, Kenny Nielsen. He's going to fix that on the guide very soon. Joining us here on Black and Gold Insider. All the best, Kenny. We'll talk to you very soon. That's all the time we have for this week, but join us again every week here on Black and Gold Insider, where we get to know the players, the coaches, and everyone involved with LAFC. Until we meet again, this is Max Bretos saying, let's go Black and Gold.